Hey guys, so this is the subdivision example with a base mesh. Like I said, I didn't want to confuse you with just Dynamesh, so I wanted to say, what if you had just a base mesh? Okay, so you have something simple that you created in Maya. Um, if I show you this, just go into Maya, create a couple, it's a simple shape, bring it back in here, and so just bring in something that you're starting off like this. Okay. Okay. And so, if you haven't seen the Dynamesh and subdivision tutorial, it'll be right before this. So now that you have this, I'll go over the divide and I'll go over what you need to know again, just to re-emphasize it. But what we want to do now is give us more polygons to work with. So what we can do is we can divide, which in the other tutorial I stated how what that does is it adds polygons per polygon. And in this case, if we delete it, it's going to add 4 polygons per polygon. And so I just deleted lower so we could see what it's doing. But if you don't delete lower, it's going to show you the lowest subdivision level at all times, which can be kind of confusing. But if you look up here, we have before we press divide, we had 255, and as soon as we press divide, we have maybe around 4 times that. Okay, so it's around that. Okay, so what I didn't really stress in the beginning tutorial with Dynamesh is how it's really important to start with all your basic forms. I just wanted to get that, show you the idea of using divide, going through your subdivision levels, but now I want this to be about kind of getting your main primary forms in. And if you look up here, I use brackets to change my draw size, and look how slow it's going. It's because Dynamics on, just hold shift. I hate that they added that because it took me forever to find out, but hold shift and click dynamic, and now you can change it, well, much quicker. Okay, and so what we want to do is you get to a certain amount of polygons, 900, be very low, and then you want to get all your main forms in. You don't want to just start off with a million polygons. That's what every single beginner wants to do, is just get in there and start off with, you know, 2 million polygons. But you don't want to do that. You want to start off low. You want to go as far as you can um, before pressing that divide button. So I'm just gonna get this main shape in here. I'm not gonna do sockets or anything. Let's just get something nice and clean, so I can show you just how this kind of works and just the workflow with it. So see right here, we're running out of polygons. I can't give him a jawline. I can't emphasize the skull right here. So we have gotten to a point, right? I could actually probably add the clavicle up here, and then some neck muscles. But like I said, we're already running out. So this is why I wanted to show you this. This is how you work. You go until you can't go anymore, then you can press divide. Saw what happened? It smoothed it out. It added about 4 times as much, and now we can keep working. And so this is the workflow. You keep manipulating at the lowest subdivision level as you can. Okay, get the next forms you want in there. I'll probably indicate these forms with the DM standard just to get some nice edge quality. So we'll come in here and detail where we want stuff to go. It might be a little ugly, but it's fine. We'll come in with the move tool. Don't worry about the polygons getting stretched right now. Don't worry about that. We will come back in and we can just divide that in a moment. And that's where people get messed up. They think that needs to be all nice and clean from the beginning. Nope. Every sculpt I've ever started starts out very, very ugly. And you just keep refining until it looks good. So I'll get these traps in, looking a little bit better. And I'm sorry if this isn't as fast as you'd like it. It's just the only way you'll really understand is to just see it. You know, you have to see the workflow, you have to see how I go about it. And that's really the only way you learn it, is by watching other people. And so I'll get these main forms in here, and I smoothed it out a little bit. When you hold shift, just come down to your Z intensity and turn it down a little bit, because I just lost a lot of my forms. So I'll undo that smooth that I did. Okay. And so one more time with the damn standard, let's just get this plane of the face right here. Cool. I'm going to divide it now. Okay, we have another level of polygons. And now we can start to see what's happening here. You can see how it's adding um, all these polygons in there. So I'm going to come in with Trim Dynamic. It's a really great brush for getting these nice planes. And this could be really useful for the basic man, just creating a basic head shape. So you can start off with those basic planes and slowly subdivide your way up. Cool. And so if you wanted to do eyes and stuff, like I'd say, make sure you had those forms at the lowest subdivision level. That's really, really, really important. So let's get these stenomastoid muscles in there. Cool. Clavicle. And so we're starting to run out of polygons again. Just back. Cool. Not too much. Whatever. Whatever. Alright. Cool. And so I'm only at 15,000. So if you're not getting what I'm trying to get through in this tutorial, is that do not start with millions of polygons. Not only is there no reason to do so, but it's actually super hard to sculpt that way. It's very hard. And I don't sculpt that way. I don't know anyone who sculpts that way. If you're doing it that way, you're doing it wrong, because you need topology to hold your sculpt. And that's why it's so important to start from not only just a base mesh, but your lower subdivision levels need to be able to hold this detail as you level up. Okay, and so I probably mentioned this in the Dynamesh tutorial, but get this stuff, get all this stuff up here. Like, you don't want to be constantly coming back and forth. It's just annoying. Get your brushes up here. It'll be so much faster. I hope that explains subdivision levels. I'll hopefully get another tutorial just showing it in action. I won't be talking too much. I'll just show you the workflow of how I sculpt with it. But this tutorial had to be a little bit longer so that I could explain it, so that I could show you. But to just briefly summarize, start from your lowest, keep working until you cannot work anymore, press divide, subdivisions will add polygons per polygons. In this case, it adds 4 polygons per polygon. And just keep working your way up. That's how you're going to get your details correctly. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you learned, and keep being a ZBrusher.